Yo, what is going on, guys? NLUK Racing League here today, and we're back, and it is ASDA series time here in NLUK. Just me today, it's just Jake, and we're going to get into some ASDA series action as we go racing for the DeWalt 300 here at Dover. 45 laps. I hope I've got that right. That seems a bit too many, but 45 laps around Dover here. Without further ado, let's get into your starting lineups. On the pole is the 24 of Lucas Graves, to his outside the 3 of Jay Jefferson. Then you have the 7 of Diego Yepes, the 18 of Todd Edwards, the 44 of Stephen Davis, the 17 of Elijah Murray. Then we have the 51 of Carter Friesen, the 46 of Howard Adams, the 52 is Calvin Moss, to his outside the 78 is Jerry Jackson. Then we have the 99, that's Joe Frank, the 1 is Gustavo Arocha. And then the 28 is Scott Watson. Next up is the 87 of Richard Murphy and the 90 of Dewey Goodman. Next up we have the 62 of Emmanuel Sherman, the 2 of James Stabilito, the 5 of Jeff Bright, who's currently your points leader. Then you have the 98 of Steve Larker, the 33 of Anthony Flores, the 1 of Joseph E. Krakowski. The 93 is Harry Schneider. Then you have the 42 is Ricky Miller, the 88 of Eli Bright, the 25 of Sylvester Curry, the 20 of Jake Galloway, the 16 is Greg Lee, the 6 is Alan Gray, the 05 is Manny Salado, 19 is Danny Lloyd, the 22 is Aaron Price, and the 40 is Ramon Vargas. And finally you have the 11 of Joe Jefferson, the 07 of Larry Wood, the 14 of Rufus Barrett, the 85 of Gregory Ross, the 89 of Jimmy Martinez, the 4 of Phil Swift, and the 48 is Brandon Lee. Here we go then, the last race at Dover was quick. See how quick today's this one goes. Hopefully, we're looking, well, to have less caution-filled races now as we get more on into the middle of the season. And the pace car is going to roll off. Lucas Graves in that 24. Trying to get a win. Jay Jefferson to his outside. Yepes and Edwards on the second row with Davis and Murray. And we're about to go racing here at Dover. It's going to be action-packed. It's going to be very interesting to see who gets the win as Lucas Graves on the pole comes off of turn 4. Down to the line. Green flag, we're racing in the DeWalt 300 at Dover. And a good start down to the inside for Lucas Graves. He pulls up in front of Jefferson for the lead, but Yepes looking to come through to lead lap 1. Graves though opens up a gap there, gets a bit tight though. Here comes the 7 of Yepes. Graves will be lap 1 of the DeWalt 300. Jay Jefferson though getting a run off the high side. He'll clear for second now. Todd Edwards trying to follow him through. On the front 3 there now are Graves, Jefferson and Edwards. As they come off turn 4, Graves leads another lap here. As now the front 2 have pulled away. Here comes Jefferson. He got a good run off the turn. That 3 car's looking strong. Here he goes down to the inside for the lead. The 3 of Jay Jefferson. Gets tight though, and his run does not stick. Graves again will continue to pull out front as the next kind of 5 cars have gone single file. Edwards now looking to the low side for second. However, it seems a lot of those cars who are looking to the inside lane getting quite tight when coming off the turn right now. The 24 and the 3 are still clear at the moment. There is Jay Jefferson trying to hunt down the leader. Graves has led every single lap so far. Elijah Murray now working himself into the picture. He's driving the 17 car. So front 3 kind of broken away here. They're going to be the ones trying to take the lead from the 24, but he has been strong out front all day so far. Here comes Jefferson now though. He's going to be able to make it stick on the inside this time. Again, he might get him this time though. They're side by side on the backstretch for the lead. Here comes Jefferson in the 3 car. Will he get there? No, he won't. Again, a lot. Graves just getting a good run off the turn right now. And this 24 looking unstoppable in the early stages at Dover. However, an event or a caution could change everything. Here comes Elijah Murray then, down for second in the 17. Again though, getting tight, the inside lane, not the place you want to be in turns 3 and 4 right now. Certainly looks that way. Here comes Jefferson though, he's gaining ground, just losing a bit in the turns maybe. On the straightaway though, he definitely has the pace to catch up to that 24 car. Of course, the Jeffersons not been able to pick up a win so far in NL UK. Maybe they're going to get it today with Jay. However, Elijah Murray looking to maybe spoil that party again though. Gets tight while looking to gain a position. Yepes and Edwards now going to challenge him for third. But Lucas Graves has dominated and leaded the way so far. Anyone going to catch him as they're going 3 wide for second there? Just for a second, Todd Edwards now is the car in third for the 18. But we're going to join back, and Jay Jefferson is right up to the bumper of the 24 again. How is he going to work his way round that 24? I think maybe the place to go down low is in turns 1 and 2 maybe. But here comes Jefferson. He gets a very good run this time. Once again, these two are side by side for lead. But will he clear him? This is the big question. They're side by side in the turn, and Graves just got that edge off the top of the corner. Right now, Graves continues to lead out front. Him and Jefferson have been battling very well here. Todd Edwards, Calvin Moss and Elijah Murray in behind them as Diego Yepes and Stephen Davis. And the caution's out. Caution is out, and it's Gregory Ross and Ramon Vargas, Phil Swift, Rufus Barrett. Look like the full cast to be involved. This could change up things. Could we see some pit strategy come into play? But a tight battle so far. We'll see if they come down the pits, then we'll get to the wreck. But a tight battle. But some cars maybe want to make some adjustments here if they are going to decide to come down pit lane. And they don't. None of them come down. They all stay out. They're all pretty happy with their cars. Let's go check out to see how the first caution of the day has occurred. Well, how many times have we said this in an UK? 4 wide, ain't working. Here we have Lee, Martinez, Ross and Vargas on the outside. They're the ones who go around, and it's just Barrett and Swift that get collected here. 4 wide, and I think it's Rufus Barrett turns Vargas into Ross, and it is on from there. Vargas with a hard impact into that inside lane there. Swift comes back up the track. Barrett got the least of it, and Vargas comes back down. I think here comes Gregory Ross, and into the back of him he goes. That gets more damage for that 85. The first caution coming on lap 11 here. It's gone by the 85, your Daytona winner. Not had much luck, unfortunately, since then. And as you can see, just goes around. Nothing the 85 could do there. And around he goes. Into the 40. Let's go check out what the 14 saw of Rufus Barrett. You might have a good view of this. Did he get tight in the turn maybe? He did go up the track a bit there. Maybe this was Barrett's fault. Of course, the guy won 2 races in 2 different series at Vegas. Maybe causing the wreck there. Finally, let's go on board Phil Swift and Ramon Vargas. Swift then was very, very low indeed, and then just look at that. Nowhere to go for Phil Swift. Finally, the last on board, Ramon Vargas. A hard hit into the inside wall here. And that brings out the first caution of the day. Hard hit. Nobody looked like they came down pit road, and your leader was the 24 of Lucas Graves then. He was your leader then. We'll join back with you at the restart. Here we go then. We are back then for the restart of the DeWalt 300, and we've completed 16 out of 45 laps when they go back green. Lucas Graves is your leader, and I believe the 85 of Gregory Ross is out of this race. Following that first caution, he is out for finish for the day. So yeah, once we get past this little camera angle here, we'll be going to see your top 10 are. So your top 10 here in the DeWalt 300 come back to restart. First, Lucas Graves. Second, Jay Jefferson. Those two have been fighting for the lead all day. Third is Todd Edwards. Fourth, Calvin Moss. Fifth, Elijah Murray. Sixth, Diego Yepes. Seventh, Stephen Davis. 8th, Carter Friesen. 9th is Joe Frank. And 10th is Jerry Jackson in the 78. Here we go then. The 24. It's going to lead us back to the green. He has led every lap of this race so far. But that free car has really been one in the lead. He's been challenging all day. Green black flag. Even. We're back racing. And a fantastic start from that 24. He has pulled away from that free car. That is an absolutely brilliant start from the 24 team there. Graves has a very, very strong car indeed. They're going 3 wide for second. Moss, Jefferson, Edwards in the middle. Who's going to win that battle? Looks like maybe the 18 of Todd Edwards is going to get that second position as it alls, really. It's getting a bit intense now. Edwards goes way up the track. The 18 getting loose out of the turn there. They're all getting in the wall back in the field, and it's all getting very tense very quickly here at Dover. You'd think probably a bit too early to making these kind of moves, but these drivers are wanting it and quickly. The front two is pulling away once again. And they're getting, look at that, 3 wide, few rows back. They're going to wreck. There goes Moss. Calvin Moss goes around. And Wu did not see that coming. 3-4 wide was never going to work. And a few of the top cars of the day are gone. Graves will make it back in first. Maybe Jefferson's looking there. Here comes Jay Jefferson to the stripe. Back first is Lucas Graves. Ramon Vargas again. Phil Swift, Barrett, Lee, Martinez. Danny Lloyd's car's all torn up. Calvin Moss, Harry Schneider. And a big wreck brings out the second caution. Let's go check out how this one happened. Here you can see then, 3 wide racing isn't working. It actually starts out coming into turn 3. The 52 goes up the track, gets into the 17. He goes into the 18, and up the track goes the 52. From then it was never going to work. 3 wide, a few rows back, and Todd Edwards, I guess, wasn't very happy with the driving of the 52 there. And look, it just gets squeezed. The 99 squeezes the 18. Moss collects Jerry Jackson in the 58, and around he goes into the wall hard. Jackson gets a pretty hard link. They come back up the track, maybe. Yeah, look, here comes Jerry Jackson back up the field. Oh no, it wasn't. It was the Harry Schneider, Aaron Price and Danny Lloyd had nowhere to go. Bam! There is Calvin Moss. And those 3 cars could not do a thing. Let's go check the onboard here of that 93. Harry Schneider. Not what he wanted to see. There he is. And from then it was on Danny Lloyd. Looks like he's going to be out of this race then. He wasn't having the best day in 29th for the JGR car. But he's caught up in this wreck, and that'll put out his chances of winning the DeWalt 300. Nothing you can do when cars come back up into the track like that. I want to see how close this 05 of Manny Salado was. He did a great job of getting through this. Just stayed on the outside. Didn't do anything. Close though. Another guy I think did a pretty good job there with minimal damage was the 11 of Joe Jefferson. Look, slows it down perfectly in time. A lot of credit there to Joe Jefferson. Fine, let's go on board with the 52 then. Let's see what he saw. That's Carter Friesen, not Calvin Moss. This is what Calvin Moss saw coming off a turn. Slowing down. Turned into the wall and then back up the track he comes. Let's come back up the truck. What goes down must come up. Is that the one, or what goes up must come down? Anyway, I got it the wrong way round, but it don't matter. Moss comes back up the track and collects more. Lucas Graves just about made it back there. Very good job there from that 24 team. Let's go check if there's any pit stops this time. 3 of Jay Jefferson going way high as little let the 24 get back to lead. And here comes the 24. Or did he? Maybe he was just going over take the free. It looked like he was coming to pit lane. Decides not to. Late strategy call there for the 24. Will that pay off? Did they have a problem? We don't know. We'll catch you back up at the restart. Here we go then. Lap 23 of 45 completed so far. And out of this race now, the 19 of Danny Lloyd, the 93 of Harry Schneider, and the 52 of Calvin Moss have been finished. So only 35 cars are now left to battle it out here at Dover. Your top 10 then. Hasn't changed much since last time, I don't think. Graves is first. Second, Jay Jefferson. Third, Elijah Murray. Fourth is Diego Yepes. Fifth is Carter Friesen. Sixth, Stephen Davis. Seventh is Todd Edwards. Eighth is Scott Watson. Ninth is Joe Frank. And Richard Murphy is in the 10th position. It's 24 on both, well, the start and the restart. It's been very good when getting restarted here at Dover. He needs another one of them to hold off the challenge of the 3, the 17 and the 7, who are looking to snatch the win here. But it's been all Lucas Graves. He's led every lap. Jay Jefferson has come close to taking the lead though. We're gonna get restarted here for the second time today. Lucas Graves and Jay Jefferson. Green flag back racing at Dover. Once again, it's an exceptional start from Graves. Maybe not as good as last time, but still it was a pretty good restart. And that 3 gets a bit tight again. Elijah Murray now coming through maybe to get second. Carter Friesen is there as well in the 51. He's come up the field quickly. Graves pulls ahead. The main battle though is for the positions behind him currently. Here comes Jay Jefferson. On the outside in the 3, he manages to hold that second position for now anyway. Can he close down the 24? He's been the 24's main challenger all day. They're going 4 wide again in the pack. Risky moves here. And now these front 2 have gotten away. Yepes and Elijah Murray are going for second. Here comes Yepes. Maybe he's looking for the second spot. But no one can catch Graves right now. He has too good of a car. They've closed in on him now. Stephen Davis is also there. He's done a fantastic job getting that 44 up to the front. Jay Jefferson though, he's still there. To the low side. Here comes Jefferson. Makes a move. Can he get it this time? No, he can't again. Every time he's trying to make for the move for the lead, it just has not worked out. And he might have lost second now. He has lost second to Diego Yepes in the 7. His move did not work out. Yepes and Graves now are the 2 front cars. Can Yepes do what Jefferson couldn't and get to the lead? Junior Motorsports, I don't think they have won a race this year. Be timely for them to get a win. Yepes now really gets to the back bumper of the 24. Can he get to the lead? Jefferson now pulling down, challenging for second again. Fantastic racing in the ASDA series. Here comes Yepes. Can he get him? Doesn't make a move this lap. Maybe trying to time it right on the 24. He's getting closer and closer every lap. Here he goes to the low side. Diego Yepes looking for the lead. Can he finally get Graves? No, man. Graves has a good rough turn. He might get him, though. Diego Yepes might finally get to the lead. He has. Yepes is your new leader in the 7. Finally, someone's passed Graves. Yepes leads the first lap today. That hasn't been led by that 24. A brilliant timed move from Yepes takes him to lead, but it's not over yet. Graves is going to look to fight back. It's all about these front 2. They've got the best cars today. Look how strong Graves is. He's got right back up to the front already. And that lead that Yepes had might have only lasted a lap. Because here comes Graves back to the lead at Dover. But Yepes gets a very good run off the turn and gets clear. Diego Yepes might have conquered the 24 at Dover. Stephen Davis is now looking for second. That 44 has had a brilliant run today. But Yepes is out front. So jostling for position back in the field. No one is catching Yepes. Davis though, maybe looking to try and get a run. Graves there as well. Here comes the free of Jefferson for third even. He still needs a good finish. He'll be disappointed with a bad finish. Him and Graves both have been at the front all day. Davis has worked his way at the front. He's done a brilliant job. They're all single file, the first 4 cars right now. Once again, the timing might be key here. To see. Can anyone get this lead from the 7? Here comes Davis in the 44. Closing him down quickly. But Graves goes to the low side, looking to regain second here for his 24 car. Down to the low side, Lucas Graves, but Davis gets a decent run off the turn. 3 wide for second now. Davis, Graves and Jefferson, 3 wide. But Davis gets the better run into the turn. And he will keep that second place. Can he run down Yepes? Or is Yepes got a too good enough car for him to be caught now? Here comes Stephen Davis. He needs a win. Can he get it? But Yepes' car is very, very strong. It's going to be an intense final 3 laps here. 7 to go. We'll come round for 6 to go this time. If we pass that lap and the caution comes out, the race is over. 6 to go in the DeWalt 300. Intriguing closing laps as Davis is now right on the bumper of the 7 of Yepes. These front 5 have caught up. Who's going to make it back? Here comes Davis trying to give him a shunt. Here, Stephen Davis to the 44. 5 to go. If the caution comes up now, the race is over. 4 wide to the lead at Dover. Incredible racing off the turn. Here comes Lucas Graves back to the front, through the middle. They're all jostling for position. Davis is out front. Incredible racing at Dover. 4 to go this time by. Davis has pulled out front. A time move, but Graves is looking to try and get the win he thoroughly deserves. Yepes has fallen way off the pace. Here comes Graves in the 24, trying to get to the bumper of the 44. Caution is out. Stephen Davis, I think, made it back quickly. Just about made it back. They're wrecking again. Frank involved. Friesen involved. Yepes as well. They're wrecking after the line. And I think Stephen Davis has managed to collect his first win today in the ASDA series. That was an incredible finish. A 4 wide move. Maybe the pass of the season. Could have just earned Stephen Davis his first win. Congratulations to him. We'll see if he can make it back. But before that, let's go check out how this wreck happened. Here's the incident then. It involves the 20 of Jake Galloway and the 88 of Eli Bright then. Galloway just gets up into Bright and Bright goes smashing into that inside wall. Once again, they come back up the track, collect Sylvester Curry, Joseph E. Krakowski. Here comes Price into it. Round he goes. Phil Swift, all these cars that wrecked. Trying to get through it. There's Swift's involvement. Vargas is going way up the field, way up the track. That was the first instance, and then some very interesting afters involving Carter Friesen, I believe it was, after the flag. It involves him and Joe Frank. And what happened here? It's Todd Edwards. Todd Edwards dumps the 51, who goes down into Joe Frank, collects Diego Pez, who's having such a good day, and in the wall they all go. A hard link for all three of them. And Todd Edwards dumps the 51, the 99, and the 7 there. Sure, there'll be a lot of angry words after this race about that incident. That's how this wreck happened. But the winner looks like to be that guy. The 44 of Stephen Davis. As long as you don't blow up for this last turn, he's won it. Off the turn then. A first win in the ASDA series for this 44 team. A brilliant move to win it. Stephen Davis is going to win the DeWalt 300. Congratulations to him. Well done, Stephen. A wacky wild race at Dover. Let's go check out the finishing results. Here are the finishing results then for the DeWalt 300 at Dover International Speedway. 3 cautions laps for 11 laps and 2 lead changes between 3 drivers. Without further ado, Stephen Davis beats Lucas Graves by 100th of a second. I think that's right. But Graves gets the bonus points, but he leads 30 laps and doesn't get the win. Heartbreak for him. But Davis wins it in the 44. Elijah Murray 3rd. Jay Jefferson was up there all day. He's 4th. And Joe Frank is 5th. Todd Edwards, who dumped those few cars, finishes in 6th. Who else? Jeff Bright, your points leader, finishes in the 18th position. Not a bad day for him. Who else down there? Rufus Barrett was a lap down. Ramon Vargas. Alan Gray retired. Yepes and Friesen. How about that? Yepes led 10 laps. Gets dumped to the end and doesn't finish. A lot of words are going to be had between those few drivers there. Gregory Ross rounds out your field. Let's go check out then the standings, and Howard Adams is your new points leader now. He has a 9-point lead over Jeff Bright in 2nd. Brandon Lee is 3rd. Todd Edwards is 4th in points. 5th in points is a dominant car of the day, Lucas Graves. 6th, Greg Lee. 7th, and your winner today is Stephen Davis. 8th, Calvin Moss. 9th, Ricky Miller. And 10th is James Stabilito. What a race at Dover. Fantastic action. Join me tomorrow. It's going to be Lucas Oil Cup Series time here at this track. And yeah, if the Lucas Oil Cup Series race is entertaining as that, well, you're in for a treat. Anyway, if you have enjoyed this video, please like, please subscribe. It's really appreciated. Until next time, this has been NOUK, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.